Hello, my loves, and welcome to this week's readings for the week of March 6th, 2023. This is going to be part one, so here we're going to have Aries through Virgo. If you're looking for Libra to Pisces, check out part two on my channel. As always, if you like what I do, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram if you want info on booking your own personal card reading, or my website where you could just book directly through there. Otherwise, let's get into it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely grieving this week quite a bit, so I might not be quite as chipper as normal. Just kind of allowing myself to really roll through those phases of grief has been very intense when it comes up, but just making through it so much more bearable than when I try to just like stuff it down and force myself to do things. So I wasn't really sure yesterday if I was going to be doing these readings this week, but I'm feeling pretty good today and definitely drawn to pulling for everyone. So happy to be here and hope everyone is doing okay out there, taking care of themselves, myself included. All right, let's get right into it for Aries. Let's see what guidance and messages Spirit has for Aries this week ahead. This could be Aries rising, sun, moon, whatever you want to watch it for. Follow your intuition. All right, Aries, what messages do we need for the week ahead? Okay. Excuse me. Aries, we have 17 hope, 12 sacrifice. Ooh, a big shedding period for you. 9 spiritual strength. I feel like you're stepping into this new role in your relationships. 8 trapped in fear. So there's this like call to leadership this week, Aries. I'm seeing a call for you to be supportive, a call for you to kind of like mature and step into this new role with the people closest to you, right? So this could be a family dynamic. This could also be a loved one, like a love relationship. So where you're being called to hold space for the people around you, being called to just be present with people. I think before, a lot of your past and the things that you've been through have not made it as easy for you to be as connected with others or to be as present with others. You maybe made stories about why people around you were upset or took things personally that didn't have anything to do with you. And now you're being shown like, okay, like I can be present for myself and move through emotions that come up, and I can really understand when I'm being emotional or when I feel sad personally, is this a current issue, or is it still like something I'm holding on to from the past that is inviting me to look at it again, inviting me to work through it, especially with the 12 sacrifice card, really letting go of old stories, letting go of old hurts that you've had. And then 9 spiritual strength, pushing forward a little bit more to peel back the layers of healing that you have in these past hurts, these past situations. You are almost like letting go of like this codependent situation, a cycle that you've been in where, like I said, you're taking on people's emotions or making stories about them. So it's really moving away from that and asking yourself, am I clenching my hands? I feel like you're a little bit stressed, a little bit resistant towards stepping into this role, but Spirit is like, you're so strong. You have these leadership qualities. Like, why are you holding yourself back, right? I feel like you might find that you're having like outbursts in anger or frustration toward other people. And that's a way of like expressing this like internal power that you have, but also showing you how you're giving your energy too much to these people and situations. So call it back to yourself. Ask yourself, how can I work through this energy and present this energy in a more beneficial way to myself? That was a mouthful. Very interesting. All right, Aries. Next up, we have Taurus. Let's see what Spirit has for Taurus this week. What guidance and messages our Taurus may need for the week ahead. Taurus rising, sun, or moon if you're feeling crazy. I definitely would watch for rising and sun. All right, Taurus, what do we need? What do we need? Ooh, not my best shuffle, I'll say that. What the hell? It's gonna be great. Taurus. All right, we have triumphant success number 1. Ooh, 5 obstacles and challenges. I'm feeling like this week's gonna be kind of a crazy internal shift for you. 4, firm foundation. I'm just going to pull them all. And 4, discontent and boredom, Taurus. Okay, I feel like there's this restless energy. I see you having this internal conflict for quite some time that is finally manifesting into the physical world. So this could be feelings that you've had toward a person and a disagreement that you've had with a person in the past. You are finally being able to, like I said, kind of see it in a physical realm, figure out how you want to actually deal with this, what steps you can take in the physical world to deal with this, right? I want to say that this week is not without its obstacles, right? There's going to be a lot shifting for you, a lot of dynamics changing in your relationships. I feel some of you are even considering a move, a change in career, like some very big dramatic aspect of your life. There's like this there's this looming sense of there's something big changing in your life that you can't control at all, but also this separate piece of the move or the job change that you're really heavily considering. You're very tired of where you're at. You're very bored with where you're at. You're frustrated of the same old shit. Maybe you've spoke, oh, I would like to do things differently, but it's not going to happen for me, or it's not realistic for me, or it's not the right time. And you're at this point now where you're sick of that shit. You're sick of making excuses. You want things to be different, and you're given the opportunity this week to see that like they literally can be. You're seeing like almost an opening to be able to do things differently. Firm foundation too is all about our, foundation, our root chakra, but like in the physical world. So how you make money, how do you feel in your home base? How do you feel rooted in the world? Do you feel grounded? And like I said, what you can do to change that. I feel like you have been pretty stagnant in this area for quite some time, Taurus. So it's time to really take a look at that and take a look at these obstacles, see them as an opportunity to move into a better space and not necessarily play victim mode to them, All right, next up we have Gemini. I love my little rainbow leaks today. They look perfect where they're landing. It's so nice. All right, Gemini, what guidance and messages do we have for Gemini for the week ahead? What does our Gemini need to know? Let's do one more. Oh, shittles. I almost dropped them all. All right, Gems. Gem. 6 memories of love. Very nice. Ooh, inner child. I see crying. I see purging. 7, deception and envy. Not as cute or nice. 6, moving on. Okay, I'm going to speak to these before I pull the last one. So I'm seeing almost like this problem you have with another person, and my throat and jaw is so activated right now. This problem that you're having with another person, this could be your partner, this could be an old partner. It's definitely love for me. It's love connection. Maybe someone you dated casually. Maybe this is someone you're married to. It could be different for, everyone, particularly the role. But you've had these complications with this person. Lately, you've been feeling very nostalgic about the connection that you previously had with them, the love that you've shared with them. I feel like you've had a really big heart chakra activation. And the deception envy is interesting in this mix because I feel like you let somebody else's opinion of this dynamic really get to you, or just like outsiders in their views and their own bullshit projected onto you in this relationship has really kind of like cracked and seeped its way in. And to be honest, a lot of the times that just kind of shows that the foundation isn't actually that strong. So this is going to be a week where either like you're seeing that these cracks in the foundation and you let other people's opinions kind of influence you and dictate the decisions you make in this relationship, and you're noticing that and you're really acknowledging it. And so for some of you, it's going to be like, fuck them, screw that. We are moving forward as us. We are stronger than ever, and others, you're moving away. So whichever it is, I do see like a cycle definitely ending in this romantic relationship for you, where, like I said, you are noticing of where you've given your power away and how that maybe was telling that it was time to move away, that it wasn't the right connection, or the opposite, right? Oh, maybe I wasn't trusting in my own intuition, and now I am. So either way, it is a very empowering week for you, despite these like big themes. Then we have 4, rest and rejuvenation. So it's going to be very important to slow yourself down, take care of yourself, because you are going to be letting go of a lot of things. You are going to be kind of, like I said, learning lessons that have been playing out for you for a couple of years, I'm hearing. So definitely take the time you need to rest, to recuperate this week, to, you know, really nurture yourself, nurture your intuition, see how you want to move forward in this dynamic. I like it. All right, next up we have Cancer. Let's see what Spirit has for Cancer for the week ahead. What guidance and messages does our Cancer need? Let's do one more. All right, Cancer, what do we need this week? What do we need? What we got going on, boo-boos? 8, positive movement forward. Very nice. That's a good one. 5, wisdom. Okay, so the positive movement forward I'm seeing with health-related concerns. And health came up for me last time, Cancer. So I don't know if you've been struggling with certain health issues for quite some time and are finally getting the help that you need. You maybe have gone through multiple doctors, procedures, surgeries, supplements, medications, trying different things, trying to figure out how to make things work. You're finally beginning to feel some relief, feel like you're kind of coming into some homeostasis, feeling a little more calm in your nervous system, just hopeful again. And I do love this like yellow glow in these cards representing the solar plexus chakra from me. So feeling more confident in yourself because you're feeling more healthy. You're feeling more vitality. So it's just helping all other areas of your life. You're more able to express yourself. You're more able to feel strong and confident in who you are. Not that you're like 100% perfect or there's not still progress to be made. Like you're aware of that, but you're also feeling really good about, you know, just seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. It's a great time to connect with others, share these insights that you've had. I feel like what you're going through right now is something that you're going to be able to help other people with, and that's going to be a really powerful, and it's just going to feel really good to give that back into the world. You're beginning to see kind of maybe why you went, or maybe not why you went through this, but the value in going through this and how you can't control how certain things have happened to you or cards that you've been dealt in your life, but you can make the best of it. Work through any grief that comes up, any frustration around limitations and issues, and then help others. Then we have 5, financial and material changes. I'm going to pull one more with that guy. And then 4, discontent and boredom. So I feel like there's like a very apathetic view toward your current work status right now. Just not feeling really aligned with where you're working. I'm hearing like the people that you're surrounded by and the energy that's in your space. So it's not 100% what you're doing, but it's more so the energy around it. Like I was saying, the discontent and boredom is wanting to feel more excited about it, wanting to feel more aligned than you are in this current point in time. So that's something to kind of look into this week and, you know, figure out what plans you can begin to make moving forward. Have like a backup plan or a plan B strategy, because this could also mean maybe like a setback financially briefly. Definitely like a fluctuation in money. For some of you, it could be coming into a lump sum of money, but also I'm seeing maybe like having to take a brief pause from working and having to save or just be a little more aware of your spending, okay? Whatever that looks like for you. All right, next up we have Leo. Let's see what we got for Leo this week. What guidance and messages our Leo may need for the week ahead. All right, Leos. We have 6 harmony. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, and then 16 disruption. Not quite as nice, huh? Let's pull them all. 9 material harvest. Ooh, that's a nice one. And 9 fulfillment of wishes. Okay, so we start off a little, oh my God, these hiccups. We start off a little bit rough and then things take a nice turn, thankfully. I feel like you're definitely having a tower moment. So it's not, I feel like you're having a tower moment and you're kind of in this stage of reassessing all things that have happened in your life, how you've gotten to this point in your life, any grievances that you've had up until this point, how you're showing up in relationships, what's working and what's not. You're realizing certain things that you have done, said, expressed, maybe aren't where you want to continue to go. Maybe you're giving your energy to things you don't want to. You're showing up and communicating in ways that really aren't the most effective. Communication is like the really big one for me, and I feel like this has been kind of a theme. So 6 harmony, your relationships are definitely a mirror for you to kind of see where you're at. So there is this yearning right now, in particular this week, to connect deeper to the people around you, to feel more supported by the people around you, to really show up authentically as yourself. And you're going to need those people this week. With the Tower card, obviously you're going through something, you're feeling very vulnerable, unsure of actually where you even want to head next. And this could do with work and or like living situation. You're just not really sure of what's next for you. You feel like part of you is like, am I wasting time? I feel like I should be doing something different. There's a lot of restlessness there. And I will say your internal world has to be dealt with, and these like grievances have to be dealt with before that even becomes clear for you. So that's going to take a little bit of time. But then these cards are beautiful. Both 9s, both represent endings. Material harvest is usually coming into a lump sum of money. This could be an inheritance for some of us. This could be selling of property, income property. I'm hearing stuff like that. And then you have fulfillment of wishes. So that's essentially all the things that you've ever wanted coming to fruition. So with this disruption card, know that sometimes the tower has to fall for us to rebuild back better and stronger than ever. And it's totally overwhelming and not great, but also that we can't ignore these feelings coming up, right? When we tend to numb and ignore the grief and the heavy feelings and the not so good feelings we don't enjoy, we numb all feelings actually. So it's better to move through these things. You will experience more joy when you get to the other side of that, if that makes sense. All right, last but not least, for part 1, we have our Virgo. Let's see what Spirit has for Virgos this week. What guidance and messages do our Virgos need for the week ahead? All right. Ooh, big deck split. We have 5 wisdom. I like that. All right, let's keep going. 2 spiritual union. Let's pull them all. 2 sacral chakra. I'm not surprised. And 18 shadow. Fuck me up. Okay. There's a lot changing for you, Virgo. You are having to step it up. You are having to face things you don't want to face. Facing your biggest fear. There's this part of you trying to rationalize the emotions you have coming up, when you know deep down you have to just feel them. You have to give them space to move through you. And going through this chapter of facing your worst fears, yes, it's going to be emotional. Yes, it's going to feel overwhelming. You will need to lean on other people. You will need to, have some help along the way. But at the end of the day, there's something you need to go through. There's so much for you on the other side. I feel like there's so much healing that you're about to experience. 5, finding like-minded people with the wisdom card, finding, teachers, therapists, groups, friends that really feel aligned to you, soul family connections, diving deeper into your wisdom, diving deeper into, maybe some of you journal, some of you write. So finding ways to express yourself, finding ways to work through all of these emotions. Then we have double 2s, spiritual union and sacral chakra. Oh, so much is coming up for me here. So with this sacral chakra, this area, I feel like sexually, you definitely are feeling off lately. So maybe not as sexually connected or wanting to express yourself. Some of you also might be working through a sexual trauma or noticing how that still kind of resides in your body. And it could be causing chronic health issues, stiffness, like just this really stiffness during sex, just all these different things for you. This also represents our one-on-one relationship. So taking a look at how we relate one-on-one, how we show up in these relationships, and that could be romantic or anything, family, friends, you know, how we relate to other people, how we express to other people. Yeah, lots of things. Spiritual union. Everyone is a mirror. I'm always saying this. Everyone is a mirror to you, showing you where you need to heal, where you need to kind of take a look at these inner narratives that you have, which is just going to help you in the long run, even if you don't want to do it, Virgo. So lots of things going on this week for all the signs. We do have that full moon too on Tuesday in Virgo. I'm ready, but I'm like not ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm grieving. I got a lot going on. Gonna have to take a trip to Connecticut very soon back home to my family. So just a lot of different things coming up with that, which should be super fun. But anyways, if you're looking for part 2, like I said, go back to my channel. Otherwise, like, share, comment, subscribe, send some love on my YouTube, and check out my Instagram if you want some free information, just kind of insight, card readings, whatever you're looking for. If not, I will see y'all next week. Have a great week ahead.